in the car, so we're gonna do a quick show today. Quick show. Go through our little notes that we got. And
people know I'm driving.
Oh, but just so everybody knows, she's driving. Yes. I'm not. So nobody 100 comments about how can I read and drive at the same time. Boy. And there was some people I even actually said you were driving, and they were saying, how can you talk and drive? You are a moron. People talk in cars while they drive.
They sing.
They sing. They do all. They dig in their nose. They do all of that.
Get this. They eat.
And that's wrong, but they do.
They eat.
They do. Yeah. They eat. Okay. All right. So we only got a few topics today.
Talk and drive.
How can you talk and drive at the same time?
Oh my gosh.
All right. So you start off. What did you see?
Well,
today?
They were talking on The View about the whole thing with Biden wanting to release pardon.
Yeah, I had mentioned that.
Yeah, you talked about that marijuana, people who were in possession of marijuana, not to sell it.
Right.
It was on them.
Yeah.
And he wants to encourage the governors, all the governors to do what they need to do. And I think what came out, I didn't know that on the books, marijuana is listed up there with the top drugs, like with cocaine and other drugs like that. And they should change the classification or how it's being labeled because it's not that hard of a drug.
Okay.
One of the things Sarah brought up, she was saying it's funny because a lot of people are getting high off of those drugs we take for pain and other things.
Stuff that come from the actual doctor.
From the actual doctors. But yet,
that's how Prince died.
They don't want to make changes to the marijuana, because the laws are changing and it's legal.
And Michael Jackson from that stuff that put you out.
And then Sonny put her 2 cents in it because she's a prosecutor. She had to apologize because she do understand she put a lot of people away probably for minor stuff. She's kind of reneging and coming back when I understand, but she was still concerned with they still need to catch up with how they're going to monitor that, how they're going to, like with drunk drivers, they do the little test and stuff. Yeah. How would they do that for marijuana users? And
random drug tests.
And if they're using it for medical, if they're using it for just recreation.
Oh, yeah.
Whoopi made a joke. She said, really? She said, when people get high, they don't drive.
They'll sit there, they'll be driving, but they'll be driving probably 2 miles an hour.
They probably won't get in the car though.
Right. Or think they driving and they not.
Yeah. And she said until they start changing
they not gonna change
classification of alcohol.
They not. People will kill you if you try to take away alcohol.
Thank you.
Yeah,
alcohol is a drug.
When the COVID was around, one of the main things that was still open was liquor stores. Because they knew people would kill each other if they couldn't get their alcohol.
Right. So they, Whoopi gonna speak up for, that's a good thing that Biden is trying to do.
Well, here's the thing, because I had heard somebody was talking about that, and they said it really is for federal, because he can only do federal level.
Okay.
And they were saying it wasn't nobody black that's locked up for federal drug marijuana possession.
Really?
Yeah, it's all the ones he talking about freeing is all white people. So if anybody mad,
on the federal level,
we on state levels. The federal level, they were saying that none of the numbers that I think the numbers at 1,000 or something that he was supposed to free. Yeah. Not any of them are black. They all white people.
You're kidding.
Or whatever color. They're not black.
How is it that it's different with you getting in trouble on the federal level versus the local level, or state level, when you just have drugs on the same marijuana is on you?
No, because federal, you breaking a federal law versus state law. So for them to have drug possession federal, that means it must have been a federal case, or they must have been after them federally or something. And they saw it.
Just profiling.
Right,
it's catching them on,
which is what you really need to be looking at. So the only thing really this will do is help states. It'll help the states who want to do it. It'll give them kind of more of a push to say, well, the federal government is doing it, so why don't we do it on the state level? But if you live, you might as well forget it if you live in those states. If you live in the Bible Belt states, if you locked up for marijuana, you might as well say you're gonna be locked up.
But isn't that what
they ain't gonna pass? They gonna help get y'all out.
If the laws are changing for this type of drug, I think too, Whoopi was saying change the classification of it.
Right.
Because if you're changing the classification of it, maybe on the state level these guys can get off. Well, because that drug is not considered as cocaine or the other stuff that's out there.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see.
I don't see on that one. What else on that one?
That's the political thing that I can think. Because the other one was a comedian.
No, I meant for this story.
Oh, that was it. That was it for that one.
Okay.
Where we're gonna go with that, and you've kind of shed some light on. I didn't think about federal versus.
It's federal versus
levels.
state.
I'm thinking everybody who's got caught with it on them,
right,
is being treated the same way in jail.
No, he can only do federal. He's doing federal part.
Maybe that's why he's encouraging the governors.
And he's encouraging the governors for each state to do state ones.
Got it.
So that's the big issue with that.
Okay, but that's going to be a win-win for him because that means it's going to show that he's pushing for this to happen.
We don't care. I don't care.
Okay, go ahead.
Biden tried. They always do everything when it's time to run or midterms or anything. Nobody does anything when it's all the rest of the
all the
years.
Promises come to pass.
Yeah, everything. Every house to have a chicken in the pot. Yes. That's the same old. If I were president, remember Popeye? And Olive was running for president. If I were president, there'll be a it's the same election, same thing.
Okay.
Promises.
Okay.
At school, when everybody ran for office, we was gonna have longer lunch breaks.
Yeah.
We were gonna replace history with
school presidents.
with recess. Yeah, they were gonna do everything. I ran for treasurer and I lost.
Why?
And I thought
you didn't have a good campaign.
I had a good campaign.
You did?
Mine was put your money where your mouth is.
I remember you saying that.
That's back in the day. That song, put your money where your mouth is, because you ain't saying nothing. My slogan was put your money where your mouth is. I stayed up all night making posters and I put them up all over the school. And the person who ran against me was a moron, but everybody liked him. I think he was an athlete or something.
You're kidding.
It's a popularity contest.
Oh,
it's still the same thing.
Even when Comover was running,
it's no
they
different.
Knew him. It's a star.
It's no different. It's the same.
I remember your slogan. Put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah,
that's funny.
I said, put your money where your mouth is. Everybody, oh, that's a cool slogan, Kim. Well, how come you ain't vote for me?
You know what?
Never
you
ran
didn't make promises like Jan Brady did when she was running for
You have to make promises.
She was making promises after, and she didn't keep any of them.
But you don't keep them. You don't have to.
She was doing a politician.
Yes, you're a politician.
Definitely. That's funny.
And then when you get in, you just say, well, I wanted to do such and such, but they stopped me from doing it.
Yeah, I'm too busy now trying to change the law, and I really don't have the time to do what I promised to.
So that's you know. All right, so that was Biden doing his
the marijuana thing.
With the marijuana thing, but I told you it's federal level. It's not.
I didn't even know that.
They don't have nothing
to do. I was getting excited about
and when
that.
they no black people. It's all white people.
That's not right.
So it's the 1,000 that he freeing.
Everybody at home waiting for their brothers and their cousins to come home.
You keep on waiting for your brother and your cousin. Man. So that's not gonna happen. So
okay.
All right. So mine was just quick. NeNe Leakes. You know NeNe Leakes.
What's going on?
From Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Her son had a heart attack and a stroke.
That boy, he ain't that old.
23.
No. Come on.
23.
No.
A heart attack and a stroke.
What is going on?
He's heavy though.
But there's guys heavier than him.
I know.
And not both.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
So it made me look twice picking up that cheeseburger.
Because he's not that big, right?
He's big, but not real big. But it don't matter. You could have a heart attack, be skinny.
But at that age.
23.
That's very young.
And a stroke.
No.
A heart attack and a stroke.
And she just lost her husband.
Let me see if I can see. Yeah, keep going.
That's just, I'm thinking, a lot of times when we hear the overweight thing, you thinking, okay, I get it, the heart attacks, high blood pressure, but
which has nothing to do with weight.
But a stroke, what even caused that?
Which I'll get into with Kanye going after Lizzo. But it says NeNe Leakes' 23-year-old son suffered stroke and heart attack failure. NeNe Leakes just posted a video talking about the situation with Brent and sharing her family is shocked that he's going through such a serious medical situation at such a young age. NeNe confirms Brent had both a congestive heart attack failure and a stroke. She says her son doesn't drink or do drugs, because you know that's the first thing everybody gonna go for.
Do you smoke? Do you drink?
And doctors have run multiple tests in order to determine what caused the episode, including tests for HIV. NeNe asked everyone to keep Brent in their prayers and says he's still having a hard time speaking.
Oh, no. 23.
Brent also runs a lounge in Atlanta, which NeNe dubs his pride and joy, and says while the lounge is still open, the family is considered selling it, and interested parties should reach out.
That's not
NeNe Leakes' 23-year-old son is lucky to be alive after frightening medical emergency sent him to the hospital and on a long road to recovery. Sources with direct knowledge tells us that Brent Leakes was in Atlanta earlier this month when he suffered both a heart attack and stroke. Luckily, we're told Brent was quickly transported to a local hospital for medical attention. He was hospitalized for several days. He's now out and rehabbing. And everyone is hopeful he will make a full recovery.
Oh my God.
Can you believe that? 23. A stroke and a heart attack. No drugs.
And no alcohol.
Well,
it is a drug, yeah.
Well, no alcohol, no drugs.
Oh my gosh. I'm thinking too, with all that's going on with her son's life, that she would probably become, he hopefully too, when he starts back talking, will be an advocate for that. Will do what they need to do. But then what they said that they didn't see any, there's no symptoms. Like he didn't have like your normal drinking problem, a smoking problem, other than the weight. That's the only thing that they can, you know, pull in, but they're gonna probably be advocates for that. Oh no.
So there you go.
Just lost her husband. Maybe what, a year? Not even a year. Has been a year.
Yeah, probably.
Last year Greg died?
Last year or the year before.
Cancer. The cancer that I had, you guys.
Colon cancer.
Colon cancer.
So that was that. That was my big story that NeNe
I'm still
Leakes.
surprised at his age. I just can't get over that. Okay.
So then that's the story. Then let's start off with Kanye. I'm going to try to be quick with this one. Kanye.
He all over the place.
Okay, where do we leave off with him,
y'all?
He
normally don't be in the news this much.
He did a whole big old thing with Twitter. Well, first Instagram. He went back and forth with Diddy on Instagram.
Okay.
He pretty much called Diddy a fed and said F you. And I'm paraphrasing. Y'all can always, I'm sure y'all seen these stories. Diddy don't listen to him. And the Jewish people that sent you to destroy me, you can forget about it because I'm not gonna let them do it. I'm paraphrasing. You were sent by the Jews to destroy me, you know, because that's what they do. They own everything.
Now.
Right, and they own everything. They're what you call it, where you want to take people's money. They stealers, they're thieves. You know people, that whole stereotype that Jewish people are thieves and they own the whole industry.
No, I thought that was mobsters.
No, that's different.
The mafia, the mob. They steal from you.
No, this is supposed to be in the industry, like the music industry.
They take advantage and they
social media,
mess
television,
up your contract and try to steal
watch
from
these
you.
people because they don't know what they're doing at a four-way stop.
I know.
Okay, so no, there was Jewish people.
Okay.
So Mark Zuckerberg owns Instagram, just like he owns Facebook.
Yeah.
Of course he gonna banish him.
Oh, he banned him.
If you calling us we thieves and stuff.
Hey, what is wrong with Kanye?
So they banished him. They took him off.
Is he gonna go on?
Well, hold on. He went on the
platform.
He went on the Twitter. He probably gonna end up going to Comover's platform. Where you can say whatever obnoxious stuff you want to say.
You want.
He went on the Twitter. And Elon Musk with his crazy self. Welcome to Twitter, because you know he's trying to buy Twitter, where you can kind of much say what you want to say. We free over here.
Oh.
Well. Kanye decided he wanted to post his Twitter that he hasn't posted in months. Went on, talked about how he was late at night, and if he wasn't going to bed, he would go into detail about how much crooked the Jewish people are. He got this thing about Jewish people sucking his crumb.
I think he became a Christian. He's probably against
he's a Nazi now.
No, I'm saying sometime when you go, it's almost like
how is that?
No. Like what's his name in the
because the Jewish people supposedly
they
killed
were the
Jesus.
ones that killed Jesus,
even though Jesus was Jewish.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway.
Anyway, the Pharisees, they killed Jesus.
Right. Okay. So I guess he into that. You trying to kill me? I'm gay. I'm Jesus.
Yes.
They put him on the cross.
Yes.
That's what y'all trying to
to
do.
get rid of me.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
You're the modern day Sadducees and
There we go.
Pharisees. So he pretty much doubled down. And this time he said he gonna go DEFCON 3 on them, which means that he gonna really go after them if they try to come after him.
Okay.
And he will shoot up the school, all this other stuff. And he owns a school, Donda School.
Oh.
Why would you use a term shoot up the school?
Shoot up your mom's school?
And you own a school. If I was a parent, I would snatch my kid out of his school so fast. Because how I know he ain't gonna do that one day.
He might do that one day.
You crazy as a jaybird.
You don't play with that kind of
stuff. You don't play with that.
You got crazy fans that may try to do it too.
So Twitter took it down.
Okay. I thought they was free over there.
Yeah, I thought they was free, Elon Musk.
You don't own them yet.
Well, it don't matter. They snatched him down too.
Okay.
Then he put up another tweet about supporting the Iranians that are marching against that whole thing. Remember that? Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess I guess he's being
okay.
safe now.
You know what?
He's leaving the Jewish people alone. Now he's supporting Iran.
He's not on his man.
So he away from Isaac. Now he on Ishmael. He went from
Isaac.
He went from Isaac coming to get him.
Right.
All of a sudden, he pro-Ishmael.
Right. That side.
Yeah, that side. Iranian side. Okay. Abraham's other son.
Crazy.
So now...
crazier than comb over.
Yeah. I thought, well, that's his dad, remember?
Okay.
Yeah. So, what's his name? Mace. Mace had to jump in because you remember Diddy and
they having an issue.
Well, remember Diddy and Kanye was fighting back and forth. I said on Instagram. And remember Mace and Diddy don't like it. Right. So Mace and then Diddy called him a fake pastor. So of course Mace jumped in and said leave Kanye alone.
Oh, because
that's my son. Yeah, that's my son. So now Mace. And Kanye have a show coming up, I guess.
Come on, Kim.
And they're gonna talk about some things.
Come on.
So
Come on, Kim.
If this wasn't real, is this real?
Reality.
Is this real?
Oh, this can't be.
It can't be real, is it, guys?
Oh, man, you crazy, man. Come on, let's do this thing together.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if it's real or not anymore. Because remember I told you on the Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kanye texts Kim and told her what not to,
the glasses to wear,
all this, and
she cracked on his
being
boots.
Funny, and they laughing. But then she's a whore and everything when they on social media. Unless it's, and then other people, there are some people on the inside who of his family and his close friends who said this is an episode. He's going through, and they say he's not on the meds, and they said this is one of the worst ones. They can't pull him out of it. They say they can't pull him out of it because he's firing everybody. Anybody who don't agree with him or is telling him calm down, don't do that.
Maybe it's not even about meds. Maybe there's another level of his mental.
Well, May said pray for Kanye and pray for him because it's beyond. It's something else going on.
Supernaturally messing with him.
It's probably spiritual. At this point. I think it's beyond meds.
Yeah.
I think it's spiritual because like I told y'all on the other thing, there's a lot of stuff that he says is right. That's true.
Yeah.
But because of the way he's packaging it, nobody's listening to him.
It's almost like I see, you know how you see a psychedelic and a mixture of things. There's truth in there, but you can't see it.
He almost reminds me of John the Baptist. People thought John the Baptist was crazy. And he looked crazy.
He lived in a cave. He grew hair probably.
And he was crazy.
He ate berries and nuts.
And
the Messiah's coming.
And then when he actually came,
he was probably doing this.
He probably was like, you really are. Right. Twitch. You really are. And people probably was like, you, John the Baptist, are a dumbbell. So nobody probably came
they probably thought Jesus was too, though.
Nobody probably came to Jesus' baptism. Because they probably thought John is a nut job.
Because think about it. Some of them thought Jesus was too, saying he was God.
That's true.
What crazy man gonna say he's God? He crazy, y'all, but he doing good. He made that man see.
Exactly.
But that of the devil, though. The devil does stuff like that.
But I really do believe that Kanye has a good heart. And I do believe that, I told you, it's a lot of stuff he does behind the scenes that's good. But nobody's listening to him because he's not packaged right.
If he's going on a rant, this is like the worst.
Yeah.
Even his family and friends are saying that.
Yeah,
that's not good.
They said pray for
him.
him.
A nervous breakdown.
I don't know. They just
may
said
have to put him in a crazy house.
They not gonna be able to. He's a billionaire.
They won't be able to.
No,
they have to restrain him because I don't want him hurting nobody.
They won't be able. Now, as long as you hurt nobody, it's crazy people living on the street.
They'll leave him off of social.
Nah,
media.
He'll go to Truth or say something.
Okay.
It's gonna always be a camera around if you could get a story out of him. So they're gonna always be able to get a story out of him.
Sad.
Isn't it sad? So he's getting worse, y'all. It's getting to the point now where it's not even funny no more.
I know.
At first it was funny. I laugh at Kanye. I'm like, oh, Kanye, you so silly. Oh, you so. Now it's almost like it's just
the
sad.
Laughter's gone and people are going.
Yeah, it's sad.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah. Poor thing.
Ooh, be free.
So, and he went to the movies. It says here he went to the movies with his new girlfriend. He has one on and off. It's a Brazilian model.
Who even goes with him?
Juliana Nalu. Well, she wants to get a bag, a purse, and all that stuff. Probably.
So sad.
Why would you not go with him if you were a girl that wanted to make?
He's not together.
Because you want to be in the fame light. You gonna go with him?
About conversation.
Yeah, he's gonna go with her.
We have in common.
Yeah. Well, she's gonna go out with him because she want to be seen
and be the little trophy on his
arm. That's all. 24-year-old model.
Okay.
24, and she's a dummy. Yeah. So you know she gonna go out with him.
She's gonna get them boots. Girl.
Yeah.
Shoot, he gonna buy.
And then the other Julia one. Remember he bought her stuff when they was together, and
they taking advantage of. Crazy.
They taking advantage of him. They taking advantage of him. So that's just sad. But it just seemed like Oh, it says here. He donned the long sleeve shirt at his daughter's basketball game right behind Kim Kardashian.
He sat behind her?
Yeah, see, they not sitting with each other. They sit next to each other. So, I don't know if y'all can see that. Well, I guess you can. He's sitting behind her with the arrows pointing.
Oh.
So he went to his daughter's basketball game. Okay. So I guess he goes in and out. Just pray for him.
Lord. I just pray that he gets totally set free.
Yeah.
From whatever is...
The
battle in his mind.
The attack that he did on Lizzo is when he went on idiot Tucker Carlson's show, and then he said he goes to the same workout person that Lizzo works out with. Okay, that could explain why he's still fat.
You know what?
And he has the nerve to talk about Lizzo, and he has all that fat behind his neck.
And what's this?
And that
what was this?
Kanye.
Okay.
And that
can't wait.
Kanye is fat.
I haven't seen
That's why
that.
that's why all his why you want everybody to be thin but all your clothes is fat? They don't even show nothing. Anybody can wear those clothes. You don't know what size they are. With a garbage bag on.
Okay.
A size 2 could wear that. And you don't know she a 2 or 10. Yeah, that bag ain't going in. You don't know if they me with a garbage bag or a size 2 with this on.
Because you can have a little head.
Yeah, but he think everybody should be skinny. But anyway, so he on Tucker Carlson's show, and he talked about how when Lizzo loses 10 pounds, if she announces it, the media goes after her. They don't want her to be thin. They want her to be fat.
Really?
And he thinks that that's an attack on our race and as human beings, and it's demonic. He says it's demonic. Her fatsoeness is demonic.
Why is he saying somebody else?
Why is her fat so demonic?
Crazy.
Overeating is demonic. I guess they assume everybody fat overeats. I guess that's the assumption.
Gluttony, it's a gluttony.
Gluttony is fat. I guess.
Sin.
I'm going with y'all skinny people out there.
The 7 deadly sins?
Yeah.
And he killed one of the fat man?
Yeah. When I've watched personally, some of y'all skinny people eat twice as much as I eat. Your metabolism is better.
Very high.
So stop thinking all fat people eat 18 Whoppers and all of that. We don't.
Aside from his craziness about Lizzo, I'm wondering too, if she did lose weight,
yeah,
let's just say for sake of argument, she gets down to like 120 or something. Do you think she'll still be as popular? And
people thought when Adele lost weight that she wasn't going to be popular anymore. She's still popular.
Well, her voice. Adele doesn't
push fatness.
Yeah, and she doesn't. Her entertainment is not about her weight.
Right.
It's her voice.
Right.
But this Lizzo is like fat girls. Hey.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think Lizzo is pushing people to be fat. I think she's pushing you not to be miserable. Because what the hell are we supposed to do? Can I ask people out there that's skinny? What are we supposed to do?
We're supposed to embrace.
We're fat.
Yes.
We're dieting. We're trying to lose weight. You see her. You see Lizzo running on a treadmill, and she's eating.
I didn't think that she wanted to lose
weight. But hold on. What are we supposed to do while we're trying to lose weight? Are we supposed to be miserable that we're fat?
No.
What the hell are we supposed to do?
Everybody, it's like a mixed messaging because people say love yourself, be sure of yourself, even though yourself is like 60 pounds overweight or 100 pounds overweight or 200. How do you love yourself at 600? How do you love yourself at 400? So people are into the weight thing. That's a mixed messaging. That's hard. You gotta like yourself, but even though until you get to that point where you're healthy, you can walk without huffing.
Okay, here, wait, take it away.
I don't know what it is.
Use another analogy so people can understand that's not heavy.
What is it? Okay.
Let's say you want to have a lot of money, right? And you want to be not rich, but just you don't want to be dependent on a job, right?
You want to be well off.
You want to be well off where you don't have to go to work every day, right?
Okay.
What's wrong with somebody saying until you get to that point, get a job that you enjoy going to? Don't be miserable every day and you got to wake up and feel like you want to die because you got to go to work every day.
So
what's wrong with somebody saying
the same as the heavy thing?
Because until you get to the place you want, embrace where you are and still work at where you want to get to, but don't be miserable. That's all I see her doing is don't be miserable.
But I think people are miserable because they're not at the place
where that's what she's saying. Don't be miserable. If you're fat, people have always made it seem like you're supposed to stay in the house, close the blinds, be miserable because you're not the size that you want to be. If you are even a person that's skinny and you got a big stomach,
they feel like they too skinny.
Maybe you had a baby and you have
gut is too flat,
and you have the stomach, the gut around there. What are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to be miserable while you had that gut?
I guess it's.
Can you live your life and still say I want to lose the gut?
Yeah, I mean we all have things that we want to change about ourselves or make better or enhance. I guess the bottom line is enjoy life.
Enjoy life.
Until that happens, it may not ever happen.
But that's how I see.
Enjoy like each day as you get up and breathe and walk and have the activities of your limbs. That's a blessing.
That's how I see Lizzo.
Okay.
And for me, as somebody who grew up heavy, I wasn't when I was younger.
You wasn't.
But older, 20s or whatever. I like the fact that she's letting heavy girls be like, you know what?
Young girls too. You
can go out and have fun too.
Travel.
Don't feel like you can't do nothing because you fat.
And even physically. I mean, sometimes you have to know your limitations. As a thick woman, as a fluffy woman.
No, I agree with that.
And even as you're getting older,
everybody think they can do everything.
You can't walk the mile you used to walk. You got to walk slower.
Right.
You may want to ride bicycles. You may want to do cartwheels and cheerleading. I took African dance.
Right.
I wasn't this size. Maybe 20
But you move better than I do.
I was taking I love African dance. I did jazz. My jazzercise dance. My feet was always
and it's
hurting.
Fat people who dance.
I love music.
Yeah.
I love to dance. I even dance by myself if I'm at a party.
And what's wrong with that?
Nobody, but enjoy life. I go to comedy clubs. We travel, and until we get to that place where we want to be. Whether you want a bigger butt,
and I'm tired of
smaller gut.
And I agree with Lizzo. Quit using me because she said in her concert, why everybody got my name in their mouth when they want to talk about fat? They'll never talk about no fat men. You notice that it's always Lizzo.
Precious, remember?
Well, no, it's always Lizzo.
No, it used to be Precious.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Lizzo makes. She shows that you can enjoy your life even at the size that you are. You can love yourself and feel pretty.
Where do you see Lizzo pushing being unhealthy? That's the part I don't like. Stop making it seem like because somebody wants you to enjoy your life at a heavy size, it doesn't mean they're pushing unhealthy. That's what I didn't like about what he said. He used her as a go-to. He pretty much said she wasn't attractive because he said to each his own. To each his own means you think she's not attractive. That's how I feel. And he said she's not fashion, not Vogue, not... Oh, so only skinny waif models are fashion. That's with your fat self. That's what I'm saying. He's fat. Why is he saying that?
I think as heavy women, we could always say this. This has been for years. Even back in the day, thicker women was even painted and all of that. That's low hanging fruit when you call people.
But I just thought that was wrong.
They out of shape.
Yeah.
They have health problems. That's low hanging fruit.
I would have loved more if he would have said, you know what I like? I work out every day. Leave Lizzo's name out of it. I work out every day. I was getting big and I was not comfortable. I couldn't hardly move the way I wanted to.
Your limbs were
and so
tight.
Tucker, I think we should start pushing healthy living, healthy eating, watching what we eat and stuff, because you'll live longer. You know, what you put in your body is what you take out. If he would have said that, then people would have been like, oh, okay.
Do we expect him to say
why would you say heavy, being fat is demonic?
Kim, remember that, what is the model's name? She's
he irritates me.
What's that full figure model?
I don't know. I know you're talking about Ashley, I think.
Yeah. Who made it popular.
To
be thick.
You don't have to be a size negative.
And she's beautiful. Yes.
Yeah.
Very sure of herself, but she's a big girl. She's a thick girl.
Yeah.
And they say 14, and you're not really thick. I like when we went to Tamala Mann's concert, her husband, her family, her daughters are thick like her. She's a beautiful woman. If y'all know Tamala Mann as the actress, as a singer, she has a clothing line.
Yes.
Embrace your curves. And still, even in your, like Kim is saying, if you know you sit with your doctor and your doctor says you have a high blood pressure, but your cholesterol level is fine. Yeah, you know, because you know what you got to do
exactly
to get where you need
don't
to be
need somebody telling you that you're demonic,
and because you're fat, that you're. You know, I don't understand.
Or that because you're not a size negative too. Yeah. That somehow you're not Vogue. You're not fashion. Yes. I don't like that. So I don't. It's again. He always wants acceptance. Acceptance from white people. Acceptance from the fashion community. Acceptance. Live your life.
But he didn't marry no skinny girl.
Well, he probably called her fat. Curvy. And that's the other thing. Don't be with somebody that makes you feel bad about what you are. I like the person who I talk to. When I talk to him, he's like, I want you to be healthy. I'm not looking at, and I said, well, I'm heavier now because I'm gained so much weight since we've been together.
I always say pandemic.
And he said, I know.
Pounds.
He said, I'm still attracted to you. I still think that you're beautiful, Kim. So I'm like, okay, and I could tell by the way he looked, he still think I'm cute, which I am. Thank you very much. Take my glasses off.
People be saying the teeth and stuff, huh?
Well, they always talk about the spaces in my teeth.
Everything about
but anyway, but what I'm saying is,
so-and-sos.
What I'm saying is, I like somebody to say, I want you to be healthy. I don't care what size that is. I want you to be able to move. I want you to be able to walk up a flight of stairs. I want you to be able to walk and do all the things in life that you want to be able to do, whatever size that is. Because everybody ain't a size 2.
Right.
I told you Oprah looks the best she's ever looked, and she ain't skinny.
Right.
And she says this is the best shape she's ever been in. So stop it with that, you big dummy. But she came back and came back on him on that. And
she did.
She didn't mention his name. She just said in her concert, why does everybody have to have my name in their mouth? So she got to take it.
Because you're the poster girl.
You're the poster girl for fat girls.
Sorry.
If you want to lead the charge, you got to take the hits.
And have thick skin, Lizzo.
You got to. Well, people will say you have thick skin if you're thick.
Because remember when you were watching what's her name that said before she lost a lot of her weight?
Adele?
No, not Adele. The black one that wore the leather suit.
Oh, Kelly Price.
Kelly Price had gotten to a really large size. What did you say? She had a really nice.
My ex-husband cracked on her.
He made a comment. Her leather suit.
Kelly Price had on a leather suit.
Pantsuit.
Jacket
and pants. You know, she's a big girl, so that's a lot.
This when she was real big.
Yes.
And he said, I wonder how many cows died to make that suit. And I said, you know what? And I wasn't this size then. If I was this size now, I'd be like the same ones that died to make my suit.
If you can laugh at yourself even fat,
you gotta laugh at it.
Like that's why I like Monique.
I laugh when at fat
even before
jokes.
Monique was losing her weight, Monique was.
I laugh at fat jokes. I don't care. That's low hanging fruit.
I love it.
I laugh
cows they had to kill.
I laugh because y'all say the ones that crack that be in the comment section. You fat, okay? And you got spaces between your teeth. And say something that I didn't think about.
Yeah.
And then you might hurt my feelings.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even think about that.
The way if they are creative with their craft.
Creative with it.
That's some comedians that have you laugh so hard you go,
yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good one,
That
dude.
was a good one.
I got to go back home and think on that.
Yeah,
one.
I love those.
Hurt my feelings.
Those the ones that get you. Those the ones that play the dozens and go back and forth, and you like, I don't even like Cat Williams and them. I don't even want to talk with you.
Yeah,
because he'll crack on stuff. And I told my sister, I'm a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
The trick with a comedian when we crack on you, just so y'all know, if y'all ever out there and a comedian is cracking on you, and you want to say something back, it doesn't have to be true.
Yeah, you're exactly
You guys think that every time you say something back to the person has to be true.
Right, it doesn't.
It doesn't. We make up stuff and everybody laughs.
You got to think about comedians.
It doesn't have to be true.
Creative.
It doesn't have to be true.
They can take the truth and stretch it.
Right. Or it don't even have to be true.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Half the stuff I be cracking on people, I don't know if that's real with you.
That's funny.
But we just throw it out there. It's like fishing. And then if it hits, you be like, oh, he really don't have no job.
Because sometimes, like some of the comedian women, they be talking about your sexual life.
We don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Of it and
we don't know.
We
don't know.
And we don't know.
We don't know.
You know, like when you hear Monique and them cracking, they just be cracking on men who are small.
Yes.
Are you?
And if you get your feelings hurt,
that means you're tiny.
We hit a ding there. So okay, so that was that one.
Okay.
Speaking of comedians, you said it was some comedian. What's going on with that?
Did you not catch her name? Did you get the
But
thing
what
ready?
about it? Tell us.
You know how they were talking on The View today about the comedian who got heckled, and you know a lot of comedians. You got to be careful as a heckler. They'll either come back and squish you and embarrass you for even calling out some stuff, or I don't know. Most of the time I see a comedian, they do very well with hecklers. So they have to sometimes take people out.
Well, let's hear what this lady said.
Well,
that's too long. It's 5 minutes.
Is it?
Female heckler. Yeah.
Just read about it.
All right, here.
Let's see.
What's your question? Did you vote for Donald Trump? Did I vote for Donald Trump? What do you think? No. Okay. Here's the question for you. Why would you ask me that in here knowing I'm the only Jew in this room?
Comedian Ariel Elias.
Is that what you're talking about?
You talking now.
Shows.
If it makes you feel any better, I vote in New York. My vote doesn't matter there. It doesn't matter here. It doesn't matter. Guys, everybody vote for whoever you want to vote. I don't care who you voted for. I'm just happy we're all here together. So you voted for Biden? I don't know. Why does it matter? Yeah, so what? Doesn't matter. I can just tell by your jokes you voted for Biden. Alright. I can tell by the fact that you're still talking when nobody wants you to that you voted for Trump.
And then somebody threw a beer can at her.
Really?
And hit the wall, yes. She picked it up. I think she drank from it. But Whoopi got mad. You know,
do Trumpsters even go to comedy clubs?
Whoopi's a comedian. Joy wasn't on there that day because Joy always talking. She said, what is the limit now with comedians? You can't even duck and dodge because if you don't like their jokes, would you get the heck up and leave? I don't get it. You sitting there, nobody's forcing you to sit there and hear them crack on things that you don't like or you don't enjoy them.
Yeah.
I remember one of the ladies on The View said they was in one of Anna was in one of Whoopi's shows and she saw a few people get up and leave.
Yeah, just leave.
Leave. Nobody's telling you to stay there and be a heckler because sometimes she was a black comedian. I don't know you Trumpster person.
They would just crack
They would have crushed you. Talking about your mama and everybody else. So I don't know. You take a chance when you become a heckler.
I don't recall them throwing beer bottles and stuff.
I know that's when they're getting Whoopi saying now
they doing Will Smith. They doing the Will Smith thinking that they can just come up on stage and stuff.
Dave Chappelle got
the guy came up and tried to stab him.
Tried to stab Dave Chappelle. Although, I mean, come on.
So we can't do comedy no more. We got to be behind a thing. Thing.
And you got to do, what do you call it, check when you go in so you won't have any kind of weapon on you. when you're going into comedian clubs.
That's sad.
So that's what they talked about today. Is she handled it well, with the heckler, but they felt like people nowadays that's in the comedy, because you talked earlier about how you're a comedian.
Yeah.
You may offend some people that's listening to us now.
Which I don't care.
But if you have a show.
If you throw a bottle at me, I'm coming off the stage.
That's it. It ain't going to be no, I got one more minute.
If you throw a bottle.
It's not going to be no Will Smith situation.
No.
Because you will walk back limping.
I don't need no security either.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that was that talk today was the comedian.
And what did everybody else say? That was it?
Everybody said the same thing. Whoopi got upset because of a beer can was thrown. She said, I understand people don't like the comedy. There'll be a heckler. They'll leave, know. And then she understands that. But when you start being physical and throwing things, now it's on and popping. You need to go to jail. And Whoopi's saying they hope that they got whoever that was that threw at her, that she's in trouble or he's in trouble.
So while you signing in, my last story is I always try to bring in my YouTubers. Remember I told you.
No, but donkey of the day, did you? Did you do
I'll do that one. I'll do that one.
End with a donkey.
Oh, Lord. She loved that stupid donkey of the day.
Yes.
DeShae and Jay Cinco. You remember me saying about them fighting? Well, they did fights. They fought Sunday.
You're kidding.
What happened was, just to bring some people in, even though some of y'all don't care, Jay Cinco was dating DeShae's sister. These are YouTubers, y'all. Brooklyn. And they broke up. Jay and Brooklyn broke up, right? But they still talk every day. They young.
Still friends.
18-year-old, 20-year-old, that age time. And they talk every day. Like they still friends. It's almost like they really didn't break up, to be honest with you. Because if you still talking to me every day, you in my life.
Still friends.
Right.
You just not.
And the mom was like, y'all need to just gonna get back together because she can't move on and he can't move on. Because anybody that try to talk to y'all, you still talking to each other every day. They would be jealous, right?
Right.
So DeShae, he likes to do pranks and stuff on his show. He wanted to set Brooklyn up with another rapper who makes more money than Jay Cinco. And so Jay got mad and said, you're not going to set up her with anybody. And DeShae said, who are you to tell me y'all don't go together no more? And Jay was like, you're not going to do it. If you do, I'm going to beat you up. In other words. And DeShae was like, go ahead. Then DeShae started talking about Jay Cinco not having no money and how he put him on and all this. He was hitting below the belt. He was hitting below the belt. So later on, he came and apologized to Jay. Said, I shouldn't have said all that. I'm sorry. Jay accepted his apology. He said, but where I'm from, because he's from Compton.
But you said he pushed him.
Well, yeah, during the thing, they pushed it. He pushed him.
That's an important comment.
Oh, okay. During the argument, DeShae pushed Jay.
Yes.
Okay, and people held them all back from fighting and stuff.
That's touching them.
Right, that's true.
Okay.
So then when they came together, you remember. When they came together, DeShae apologized. Jay accepted his apology. He said, but where I'm from, we got to box it out.
Wow.
We can't just let it go.
Damn.
So DeShae said, okay. Brooklyn told Jay, if you fight my brother in the ring, I'm never going to talk to you again.
Really?
And DeShae, and she told DeShae, and his mom told DeShae, we don't want y'all fighting. We're not going to come to it. We don't want to have nothing to do with it.
Supporting it. We're not in agreement.
Well, obviously, Jay still fought. So I don't know if he's not talking to Brooklyn anymore because she hung up on him. But he fought DeShae Sunday.
Okay.
And he won.
He did?
And DeShae boxes. But it wasn't like a big win.
Because you said the other
it was a draw.
It
was a draw. It was a draw. But to me, that says Jay is a better fighter because he don't box. And he's still tied with DeShae who boxes.
Oh, so nobody won.
So that means if Jay Cinco started training like a boxer, he would really beat anybody that get in the ring with him.
The last time you talked about him, you said
he's a street fighter. He's not a.
I think the rules may change because they both kind of have to fight the same way.
And he said those gloves are heavy.
Yeah,
it's not the same as hitting somebody with your fist
hand,
when you got them old pound
it
gloves
in the way
on.
Of you
yeah.
Doing your thing.
So it was a draw.
Oh.
The first round, in my opinion, went to DeShae.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Oh.
The first round went to DeShae. The second round was a draw. And the last round went to Jay Cinco.
Oh.
And the guy who judged it said Jay won. Even though DeShae said he still think he won. It was close. Each person that they asked in the room, some people said DeShae won. And some people said DeShae's hits were harder. Jay hit more.
Oh.
That's the difference. See, DeShae would hit Jay and Jay would go back, but Jay was hitting more uppercuts and all kind of stuff. But it didn't seem like it was phasing DeShae. So it was a tie. It was a tie in my opinion.
Okay.
But at any rate, at the end of the fight, DeShae went up to him and said, again, I apologize, but after this, I even have more respect for you.
He said that.
He said, you love my sister. He said, any dude that come after you, he gotta be. That bar is raised. Oh, that bar is raised.
So he was doing it for respect.
Respect.
More so
because think about it. If he just let DeShae do that, he gonna mess with him all the time.
Yes.
People will apologize, but if they know they can get you, remember you told, I'm not gonna say no names, but one of your friends, somebody smacked her. And she didn't do anything. And when people know they can bully you and do stuff to you, they'll continue on doing it. But some people know not to smack. Because if you smack me, I'm going to beat the hell out of you.
I know.
And they know it. So that's what
they know. It's like how men prey on women to be doormats.
They know if she a weak woman, he could hit her.
I hate that.
I ain't going to say nothing. A person who I used to talk to, we would argue, never hit me. Went with somebody else, they would physically fight.
Wow.
I said, he ain't never put no hand on me.
Some women who been in with that guy, they say, he didn't touch me like that.
No.
And then he'll touch another woman, or he'll go after the same kind
O.J. Simpson, he didn't beat his first wife, but he beat Nicole. See? So they know who they can prey on.
I don't like that.
But anyway, so
that's good. He got the respect.
He got the respect.
That's what he probably wanted.
But now the question is
he gonna still stay with the girl?
Well, no, you mean talk as friends.
No, I mean if they gonna
we don't know.
Further than
the last conversation she had with him is, if you fight DeShae, I'm not talking to you no more.
She ain't talking.
And she hung up on him.
Oh.
So I don't know if she's back friends with him.
Maybe she might be, because it was a draw.
And because
nobody got like hurt and beat up real bad.
And because they're cool with each other.
Yeah. Eventually she will. She ain't gonna be no talking for a while.
So I think they probably gonna end up getting back together, because the bar is set high now. You know?
And sometimes people look at that as, okay, friendship, away from each other. Sometimes the distance make the heart work fonder. You kind of become more absence. I'm sorry, we making our own little statements up.
I be making stuff up all the time. Half the time I misspeak.
That's not what
I say the wrong words. You know what? The people who comments, I like to see you do a live show and make sure all your words are correct.
Some people ain't no problem.
Make sure. Well, I know you're right. You're right. Yeah. And they've been doing it for years, though. Some people
Some
haven't.
Good public speakers.
They're very good public speakers. We're not.
They dialogue,
go ahead.
Conversing. They
We're
do
not.
Very well.
We don't know the words sometimes, but go ahead. We'll make up words.
How do you say your name? T-I.
And we'll make up people. Wasn't that such and such sister? we be naming Gladys Knight or something. Right, and it's supposed to be Aretha Franklin.
Y'all sitting out there going down. No,
she's talking about Gladys
Knight.
Don't
have no brother.
But
like
if
that.
you know, that's the thing that I'll let you get back. That's the thing about y'all in the comment. If you know the real truth, just say it. You don't need to say everything else. Just say what the truth is.
Yes.
You meant Gladys Knight, Kim, when you said that.
Yes.
And we'll say, okay.
Yes.
Don't say you meant Gladys Knight. You need to stop misinforming people and making people think. No one wants to hear your whole thing on how we misdirected people.
But you should reply back and say, amen, sister.
All right, go ahead.
Amen, brother.
You probably forgot what you was getting ready to say.
No, that was it.
Oh.
That was it. I was just saying, as far as the relationship, that because they're friends, but they're maybe being distant in a sense where they're not dating will make them grow fonder of each other. They ain't distant.
They see each other all the time.
So
they talk on the phone all the time.
Well, if they just doing everything friendship wise, it hasn't been the lover side yet.
They wasn't lovers anyway.
They wasn't? I thought you said they dated.
I mean, they dated, but you mean like having sex or something?
I don't know how intimate
She's
they were.
a virgin.
Oh.
See, they still friendship. It's the same stupid thing.
Maybe that's why
It don't have no title on it. That's all. Y'all still the same. What's changed? Y'all talk to each other every day. You
trust that they are still not intimate?
Yeah, I believe Brooklyn is still a virgin.
Okay.
Because she really pushes it for young girls and stuff on
Because sometimes relationship, if women are strong, really want to stand on that.
Right.
Sometimes the guys are not.
And she's 18. She's 18. Leave her alone. She can stay a virgin as long as she wants. Why we push sex on teenagers?
I hope he don't just be friends and just sleep around with everybody, though.
He said he not sleeping with nobody. funny.
Because that kind of hurts too.
Because DeShae asked him, I know you getting it. And he said no, because I want Brooklyn. He want Brooklyn. So we don't want them to get back together.
We'll see. They're young.
They're young, no. So we don't know. We don't know. But anyway, that's them. Okay. Now your donkey of the day, before we leave. This man, I don't have it written. I always have my stuff written where I can see it. But this guy had a friend, a girlfriend, and we talked about this. Do you let somebody win? What are you looking at? Yeah, we good. This guy had a girlfriend, and remember we talked about this. Do you let somebody win in a competition if you're dating them or if you're a friend with them or whatever? I had put that up a long time ago on our community wall.
Mean a guy and a girl dating?
If you're dating and you're in a competition, do you let the other person win? Sometimes. If you're a guy, would you let the girl win? Well, some guys said yes. And some guys said no.
But you know what? That was one of the kind of like the episodes on Ready to Love.
Yeah.
The guy was so competitive.
Yeah, that's when we put it up, I think.
He was mean about it.
Yeah, I think that's when we put it up in the community wall.
Don't mind you winning.
Right.
He playing pool or bowling.
He was too competitive.
He was too competitive.
Well,
like, boom, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And she's sitting there like, really?
Well, this guy, he played basketball with this girl, and she won.
No.
And he shot her 5 times.
Ken, what do you mean he shot her?
He shot her
with a gun.
Yeah.
Ken, what came? That's something different.
Because she was teasing them for losing.
That's not even but a donkey of the day.
Well, Charlamagne gave him donkey of the day.
That's not even that's beyond a donkey of the day. He's crazy.
She won in basketball.
So with answer to your question, no, don't let me win.
But I gotta walk on eggshells all the time for you then.
But if I'm with somebody crazy, did she not get the hint that he was something wrong with him?
No.
Oh my God.
No.
Kim, I have never heard that kind of story before. Who shoots somebody because you let them win?
Oh, we supposed to get some milk. You want to go get it now while we're in the car?
And they teasing you.
We gotta get some milk before we go in.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You should drink mine.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you
I'll
can.
get some tomorrow.
She got that lactate milk.
Yeah.
Lenore uses that lactate milk.
Intolerant. You guys ever heard anything like that? He let her win playing basketball 1-on-1.
They was 1-on-1.
And she teased him.
After he lost.
So here's the scary thing about it. Let's just say for sake of argument, she didn't win.
He probably wouldn't have shot her.
But he's crazy.
So it's good. Well, I was going to say it's good she found out, but he would have probably killed her another time. He would have killed her
another time.
Ain't that something?
That's crazy.
And so her father or them was saying, you that much of a punk that you couldn't let her win.
They gonna beat him in jail.
Without doing that. No, they don't care about that in jail.
I don't know though, because he a winner.
They only mess with you. Oh, you talking about because he's a punk. Yeah, he a
punk.
They only go to you though if you mess with like kids or something.
But I'm saying he gonna be a punk in jail too.
Oh, you gonna get beat in basketball a lot in jail.
Oh God, yeah. Letting them win and don't let them win.
They gonna find out your story and say, okay, play me 1-on-1.
Yeah.
If you win, we won't rape you.
Ooh.
Or R-word you. If you win, we won't do that to you for a month. But after a month, you'll play us again. And you'll play us again. And you'll play us again. Since you like to kill people who lose in beat you in basketball.
Oh, tease you.
Right.
You don't like being teased.
You don't like being teased.
Why'd she do that?
Yeah.
She dead now.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't think somebody would do that to you because you teasing them because they lost.
That's a hit and a half.
Yeah.
Don't tease people.
Yeah.
Because they may kill you.
But that's still no reason
to do that. But you know what?
I
do say it is because this is why I'm saying this. Do you guys not notice in the last 2 years?
People crazy. After COVID.
I can't do road rage. I'm a road rager and I got to be careful.
COVID made everybody crazy.
Ooh, I don't know what's going on.
COVID made everybody was locked up. And now they out and it's like they barn animals.
Yes.
They out and about and everybody crazy.
And you got to be so careful not to tick people off with the slightest little, ooh,
yeah.
She dead because of him.
Yep,
where did this happen? In what city?
Oh, I don't know. It's written on my thing. I can't see it.
Please. Is that in the South?
That's donkey of the day.
That is really bad. I was hoping to laugh.
No,
I can't laugh at that one.
That was donkey of the day.
He let her win.
Yeah.
She teased him for losing.
And he shot her. 5 times. Ooh. Yeah. So that's your donkey of the day. You wanted the donkey of the day. That's what it is.
Okay.
So.
Well, thank you.
All right. So that was it, y'all. Today is DDG's birthday.
Okay. How old is he?
25.
You see, I'm going to ask you the people you really know.
I only know that because I saw it just because before we came on.
He's 25.
And remember, I told you before he was trying to hook up Aiden, and I told you how old he was. That's the only reason why I know.
But I thought you would know because he's dating. What's her name?
Haley.
Yeah.
And I don't know how old she is.
You don't? Okay.
I don't think she's 25. She might be like
she's
21 or 22 or something.
Her sister probably is near that.
Yeah. But yeah, so DDG's 25
Okay.
today. Happy birthday, DDG. I love that whole family.
Okay.
I don't know why I like that. You know what? Y'all watch YouTube like how y'all watch us, and you start getting invested in people.
You get to know the family, family members.
Yeah, you pretty much kind of like, let's
part
say,
of the family.
let's say y'all watch us for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
You'll kind of feel like you know us.
Mm-hmm.
They know you lactose intolerant because you said it.
Mm-hmm.
And people remember stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They'll remember. They'll say, oh, I remember Lenore said this. Oh, I remember Kim said this about her.
Mm-hmm.
Or y'all remember the stories we tell, and you feel like you start knowing the person.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I am with the people that I watch on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
The DDGs, the DeShaes,
Mm-hmm.
the Shane and Yana. One day I'll go through and list all the people and talk about all the people that I watch on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I watched them for a long time, and so I feel like I know them.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get their families on, and you start knowing their family.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine watching us for 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
and then our mother get a YouTube channel.
Oh.
Wasn't that funny?
Her and her sister.
And her sister.
They start talking.
And we should get one because
should.
they funny.
Somebody
If
should
y'all
get
think we
when they come
silly,
together on those that one day.
oh Lord, May, what you think about this? Oh, Sherry,
well, you know what? In the Bible, it doesn't say that, man.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Well, I don't understand how some people are, man. I said the devil is busy.
Mama always told us to be careful with people like that. She sure did, didn't she, Sherry?
They would have a good.
Sherry, when we was 7, remember when we was 7 years
They
old?
would have a good YouTube channel.
Uncle Buck used to come over
Yeah.
and we used to laugh at him, and Mama would just get us.
They would have a good YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Our cousins would have a good YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So everybody, so stemming from what? That's how DDG and them is.
Oh, really?
His mom, his cousins, his sister, his brother,
Following the whole
everybody,
family.
father, everybody has a YouTube channel.
Okay.
So that's how we'll be.
Okay.
All right. If we stay on for 4 years, y'all will know us, and then you'll know the people that come from us.
Okay.
So, all right, that's it. You good?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, y'all. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. She already got her finger up.
And
always believe. And that was another Woods Report. See you later.